She's not gonna get my phone. I'll hand it to her. I'm gonna. I don't think I did that. From off. Probably the call is
Will you slip the drum down or up?
She's gonna untie this and it's just gonna come off. Is that okay?
That should be. That's not. I'm gonna go under. Actually, I'm gonna go under. Is this a loop? Is this a?
Oh yeah, that's
No, that's just emergency. Go out.
That's all right. If you don't.
Oh, by the way.
Okay.
Except for you all done with all that?
Yeah, man.
That's the
We're just ready for your cue, Chef.
Okay. Check one.
Damn, but it's cold right here. Freak that. Yeah, because. Thank you.
No, the master of the front.
So you gotta get my.
Oh, that's the phone. It's the pastor.
So,
Pastor of the church. Pastor of the church.
yeah. Jamel's gonna do Pastor Keith.
You want somebody to do it? Yeah. Okay. All right.
So you're on the same page.
Is yours?
Testing.
And this one.
Is this one on? This one's not on yet, right?
It's not on yet.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And this is X's.
Okay. All
You
right.
want to give it to her? Or you want to?
Y'all give it to her.
All right. You
Oh,
won't
she's
be on-
coming out.
What up?
Be muted to your.
Yeah, to his time.
When I see you walk on stage, you'll be open.
Okay. Here you go, sis.
Oh, wait, where's she going? She going to do something? She's leaving the flute.
How you doing, sis?
Hold on, are you doing the Zoom setup? I mean,
No, it's ops. So whoever the person who's
Can we use a candle?
which
Oh, you gotta ask
the
them.
one upstairs. Okay, thank you.
Ask them.
60 seconds, y'all. 60 seconds.
So we're hello, I'm Indigo. How are you? Nice to meet you. This is Ishkara. So we're opening with libations and a wind song. So I think she felt okay. Thank you so very much. She felt that. Okay, thank you. I was like, but wait, we gotta ask. See? Yes. Thank you.
I gotta be out by 5. I gotta be out by 4:30. I thought we were starting around 3. My daughter said,
Okay, we ready.
I have to pick her up.
Yes.
So
What about me?
Let's do
Tomorrow.
What time you gotta be there?
Okay, thank you.
But Rosemary's not here yet. She's supposed to host the panel.
Oh.
Shango's not here.
Okay, wherever Shep is,
But they
y'all
on
let
that,
him know we're ready.
They're on that
We gotta go
5.
that way. We're
He
entering
said he
that
got to
way.
leave at 5. He just said
I have to leave at 4:30. I have to pick my daughter up at 5.
So that means we have to switch it. We gotta do we gotta do that before the martial arts
But the
presentation.
other two are not here.
So that means, well, I guess wait till you tell us.
Rose just walked in, but I know Rosemary's supposed to.
So after we come through the door, I'm gonna give you my shake. I'm gonna give this to you after we finish and come through, because then I'm gonna drum. Okay?
Just go with
Whenever they're ready.
Yeah. Let's get this thing started. They're waiting for me to start the program.
Yeah.
Coordinating all that. You
So we may also.
I'm here.
Let's go this way. Can we have some of that, please?
We waiting for the wind song
Yes.
and then the libations and
Yeah. Thank you so very much.
Did you give your button? Can you give your command button?
No, but I take it. Is that yours?
Yay.
Mike told me so.
I got the board.
I know, we talked.
Yeah, all right.
I can do it, but
Feel that already. Oh my word.
Pam, I love the snake.
Like that.
Let's go.
1 second.
I
You got
see.
another button for
Yeah, I got buttons right here.
for X. Here you go, X. Did you see? You found a thank you.
There's something else.
To do
It's gonna be with the
I
flute.
thought that's you. No, I'm saying
It's gonna be with the flute.
I'm gonna put your mic in the stand, and then when you're ready to pick it up.
I guess we can sit right here.
She has the mic.
Oh, I thought you did. No,
No, I have it.
So when you're done, you can put it in the video.
Are you making film still?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
They're beautiful.
No, I think I'm good person.
Yes, I still have the energy. Yeah.
That was nice. That was nice. I tell people I push my way.
Huh? Okay. Oh, wait.
Test on 2, test on 2.
Like a 6, 7, 8.
You'll need to have it.
That's okay. I'm gonna do this.
Do t-shirts and sweatshirts.
The wind comes forth. My love tunes her song. Each breath brings life to my veins. The wind comes forth. My love tunes her song. The whispers of worlds beyond. Hey, 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 the wind comes forth. My love tunes her song. The waters dance in libation. Hey, the wind comes forth. My love tunes her song of love straight to our heart.
How do I take this down? Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
In order for us to offer libations, it's always important for me to ask for permission to begin. So I ask permission from my elders. Do I have your permission to proceed? Thank you. We thank our Mother, Father, Creator for giving us the breath of life today, and we say Ashe. We thank our Mother, Father, Creator for giving us the basic essentials that sustain our lives: air, fire, earth, water, and we say Ashe. We thank our ancestors, those great kings and queens of ancient Kemet who gave us science, mathematics, religion, philosophy, architecture, engineering, which all civilizations were built. They go by many names: Imhotep, Ramses, Agnatin, Queen Tai, Queen Nzinga, and we say Ashe. We thank our ancestors who survived the Middle Passage. We call on those bones that line the Atlantic Ocean, and we say Ashe. We acknowledge the Lenape people, our indigenous comrades whose land we reside on, and we say Ashe. We acknowledge the four directions, the north, the south, the east, the west, and we say Ashe. We thank our ancestors who fought for our liberation in Haiti, Cuba, Brazil, throughout the entire diaspora. We know them by many names. Yah Santua, Nat Turner, Queen Mary, Ida B. Wells, Fannie Lou Hamer, and we say Ashe. We gather here today to recognize the 61st commemoration of the day of El Hajj Malik El Shabaz's assassination, also known as Malcolm X and Brother Malcolm, and we say Ashe. We celebrate him. We celebrate him for bringing and giving us self-determination, for challenging white supremacy and bigotry in this country, and for placing our social, political, and economic conditions on the world stage. And we say Ashe. We gather here today as a fundraiser for Baba Kamau Sadiki, a beloved veteran and Black Panther and political prisoner. We celebrate him as he turns 73. And we say Ashe. May we surround him with our unwavering support, love, prayer, and healing energy. May we all continue to call and make demands for his medical attention to address any of his conditions, and we say Ashe. May he feel our presence during any moments of sadness or uncertainty, and we say Ashe. May his family know, based on our presence here today, that we have a willingness to continue to fight for his freedom with vigor and passion. May all political prisoners, their families, and advocates be reminded that while they may be behind bars, their spirits can never be jailed. And we say Ashe. May we stand tall and stand firm in our commitment to heal our individual selves, our families, and our nation. And we say Ashe. May we hold as our collective truth that Black life is priceless. And we say Ashe. May you be someone to bring hope. May you be someone to bring love. May you be someone to bring peace. More importantly, may you be someone to bring revolution. So let it be done. Ashe Obara, Ashe Obara, Ashe Obara. And we thank you. You can give us a round of applause, please. Thank you, beloveds. So I just wanted to take a quick moment to say my name is Indigo. I'm the founder of the Healing Drum Collective. I'm joined by my sister here, Ishkara. As you see, she is has a wealth of skills, not only with her voice, but also with her instruments. So wanted to just take a moment to thank Baba Shep for always inviting us to be a part of the program. And I would like to also acknowledge all the different warriors that are in the audience, because you have helped shape me. So I wanted to just acknowledge all of us who are here today. And the last thing I wanted also to say is we have Healing Drum in our name for a reason. We know that we have a lot of trauma that we carry in us. And so it is important for all of us to do our due diligence when we meet each other, to be as loving, offering grace to each other as much as possible so that we can begin to heal ourselves and the world. And we wanted to say thank you again for this program. May I give you a hug, please?
Is my mic on? Yep. Peace, peace, everybody. Peace. My name is Sister Valerie. I am part of the campaign to free Kamau Sadiki, and I welcome you all here today. Thank you for being here. We are here to celebrate Baba Kamau Sadiki, who has been in prison since 2003, and we are going to bring him home. We are going to bring Kamau home, and we need your support to do that. So thank you to the campaign for organizing this. I want to acknowledge, before we start, I want to introduce Pastor Keith Collins and Jalil, who will do an opening prayer. So we're going to start with Pastor Keith to open us up, right? You mic'd up?
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to be here in this space, this sacred space, as we have adopted the notion that we must decolonize even our faiths, our traditions, and our sacred spaces to come here today in the honor of our dear brother Kamau Sadiki. And we see the pride in the Panthers. We say all power to the people. All power to the people. So as we consider our mission, our assignment here today, I want to just read this text as we continue this prayer in the Black prophetic tradition. We believe in liberation, not just of our spirit and our soul, but liberation of our bodies, liberation from colonialism, capitalism, imperialism, liberation from all forms of oppression. And for those that are unbought and unbossed and unbowed, there will be oppression. And there's a text that says in the 12th chapter of the book called Acts, it says there was a time when King Herod arrested some that belonged to the church, intending to persecute them. He had James, the brother of John, put to death, but with the sword. When he saw that it met with approval among the Zionists, he proceeded to seize Peter also. This happened on the festival of the unleavened bread. After arresting him, he put him in prison, handing him over to the guard of 4 squads of 4 soldiers. Herod intended to bring him out as a public trial after the Passover. So Peter was kept in prison, but the church, the collectivism, the ecclesia, all of us together, combining our faith traditions, coming together, they prayed for him. And as they prayed for him, the night before he was to be brought to trial, he was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with chains, sentries to guard at the entrance. But the angel of the Lord appeared that night and shone in the cell and struck Peter on the side and woke him up. And the chains fell off. We're praying today that the chains will fall off of all our comrades, all our loved ones, all those that are willing to pay the price, that did not bow to the capitalists and the imperialists, and those that would desire to gather all of our minds together and construct us to support this evil system. So dear brother Kamau, we stand here today in faith and in unity to say that we are praying with you and for you. We know that you've been chosen because you decided to take a stand. You decided not to compromise. And we thank you for that, and we celebrate that just as we celebrate the sacrifice of our dear brother, El-Haj Malik Shabazz, and all those sheroes and heroes that have taken a stand today. We give honor to the leaders of this sacred space that decided to deconstruct the once colonial agenda and replace it with the liberation agenda. We celebrate that today. And we ask that the grace of the Most High be with us in all that we say and do. And to that we say our spirit says amen and ashe. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace, paz, bargani, jumbo, harim, hafadea, guten tag, shalom. Whatever your native language, I wish you peace and solidarity. I'm just going to recite the Fatiha, which is the Quran, first verse of the Quran, right, which means the opening. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Rahmanirrahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen.
Thank you to Pastor Keith and Brother Jaleel. So next we're gonna have the pastor of St. Anne's Episcopal Church, the church that is lending their venue to us. So I want to welcome Father ELAZAR ZAVALETTA. Is he here? Thank you, brother.
Hello, everyone. My name is ELAZAR. My pronouns are he or they, and I'm the priest here at St. Anne's. And I just want to say how incredibly excited and honored we are to be in solidarity with you today, to honor Brother Malcolm X, and to be in the fight for Kamau Sadiki's freedom and for his nurture and his care. So I want to just thank you for all the prayers, all of your energy, all of your experiences and wisdom and your courage. You're blessing this space. And so we want you to consider this your home, your place, and you are family. And with that, I say thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. I want to welcome up my co-host, X. She's going to be my co-host, so I want to welcome her here.
Hi, my name is X. My pronouns are they, them. I'm so happy to be here with you all at the great historic St. Anne's Episcopal Church. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves. What's the call? What's the call? Remo. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. And thank y'all so much for being here today. We are here for the international campaign to free Kamau Sadiki. It's been too long, and we've got a long way to go and much money to raise. Amen and ashe?
Ashe.
All right. So I want to start our evening to introduce a cultural performance by Sister YAHNE NDIGO.
Baba, can we swap out? the email's not working on the brother, so he wasn't able. We trying to do some workarounds.
So I'll introduce Baba. Thank you. Peace, y'all. So before we bring Baba up, I just want to bring our ancestors into the space. I know that Sister Indigo and Sister Shakara did, but I just want to bring Kamau Sadiki's comrades into this space so I can feel their energy. We can feel their energy. So I'm going to bring Baba Sekou, Baba Bilal, Sunni Ali, Baba Mamoon, Russell Maroon Schultz, Abdul Majid, Safia Bakari, of course, Mama Masada Shakur, Nahanda Abidun, Bashir Hamid, Romaine Chip Fitzgerald, Rochelle McGee, Geronimo Pratt, Teddy Jaheath, Albert Noah Washington, Herman Ferguson, Mama Ferguson, Robert King, Albert Wilfox, Robert Seth Hayes, and all the brothers and sisters that were lost during the 60s and 70s who transitioned in prison, sacrificed their life and their freedom for us. So thank you. So I want to introduce our next performer, and I don't want to call him a performer, but he's an artist, he's an activist, he's a poet, and he pretty much. So thank you, Baba ZAYID.
Chet, I want to make a modification of your assignment to me. I know you wanted me to do something original for this set, but I actually need this set to get it done. But when we did that long march for Mumia a minute ago, some of y'all who participated in that, stand up, be acknowledged. 103 miles, right? Pastor Keith was with us. All of y'all, right? On this long walk for freedom. I found a piece for a warrior of another art form who carried the period of y'all incredible generation like no other. Have y'all ever heard of Muhammad Ali? Oh, yeah. Greatest of all time. He wasn't perfect. He made some mistakes. Made a big mistake with Malcolm, but lived long enough to understand it and correct it in his own way. But he was nobody's white man Negro. Nobody. So before I offer this, let me just say how humble, I'm glad how this turned out. I'm loving all these faces in here that are younger than me. Huh? We need y'all to climb up on these elbows and these ancestors' shoulders and take this thing to the next stage and shake this thing down and get our grandmas free. Y'all all right with that? Huh? Y'all all right with that? Because they said, we ain't come here to play, baby. You know that. This racist country, that's what it is. It's getting ready to have a big anniversary that coincides with party's anniversary. July 4th, 250 years. You know what we were in July 4th, 250 years. It ain't had nothing to do with you and me. But Philadelphia and Atlanta are going to be battlegrounds for us. And in both of those battlegrounds, we need to be building support for our comrades from those areas who are locked down in those areas. Philly, Mumia, we got to build that Pennsylvania base up for Mumia. The time has come for that. We're going to be Georgia. How is in Georgia? We need to be able to pull the energy that was coming towards Imam Jamil. And it wasn't enough. We shouldn't have lost Imam Jamil in captivity. Well, we got to pull that and build on that in Georgia and do what we got to do to get Kamau free. Y'all all right? I gotta take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. Ashanti's not here. Him and I are from Plainfield. It's a Plainfield thing. Well, this piece is simply called Splitting Skin. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. Some of y'all know that. Come on. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. Stinging like a bee, stinging like a bee, stinging like a bee. He floated into our hearts a bold blaze of glory, jabbing, splitting skin, his reflex raw mind seeking the power of truth way beyond the land of left hooks. Came and upset the gambler's den's books, and he came to us at just the right time. After Medgar's rifle ripped back, exploded in our guts, after bomb-bursted pieces of 4 little black girls branded our eyes and cursed our fears and tears, and when Malcolm's splattered blood was still hot, burning all of our eyes, that's when he came to us, striding, on his toes, armed with machine gun hand speed with his blows, the clear air to the lethal sweet of Sugar Ray's throne. He loved to play, but was warrior to the bone. Fought like hell, answered every bell of his time with his combat cold-heartedness, fast-handed rhyme. He came to us, floating with a champagne golden confidence, crying to be born in us all. And when he dared to drop his slave name, to take his sword-wielding ancestral name instead. After a commercial facade of American popularity, you would have thought they wanted him dead. And when he refused to be one of their boys, one of their wartime toys, they stripped him of their banning Paul Robeson's existence. But his was an undying resistance, stinging like a bee, stinging like a bee. He was put here to transcend their decrees, put here to take to the streets with the young and the thousands of their protesting feet, put here to stand with Martin against the gore of genocidal war, put here to destroy some of white supremacy's biggest white lies, put here to show us that black was indeed beautiful right before our blood-burned eyes. Gave our people in the world's oppressed a crane-cocked cloud-licking lift. Maybe he was just one of God's gifts. Wind-slicing beacon of black pride, put here to rise above it all like an earthbound star, baptized and sacrificed black blood, refusing to be denied. Stinging like a bee, stinging like a bee, he was put here to transcend their decrees. Put here to even to transcend the mortal limits of his prime. And they took all of that away from him, and nobody calls that a crime. Jabbing, splitting skin, his right hand lead forever faster than a speeding bullet, carrying a continent of courage on his fearless shoulders and in the sparkle of his eyes, and for a long beaten blue people, bearing the power of truth well beyond the land of left hooks. Audacious survivor, went to Lumumba's Congos and again upset the gambler's dens books. Stinging like a bee, he was put here to transcend their decrees. And even after the ring lights dimmed, he came again and became a torchlight for peace. Even got between Saddam and Bush in the Middle East and forestalled the war, and even got several hostages free. Extended his legend again for the whole world to see. So now, he is somewhere, dancing circles around our enemies in the spirit world's wars. Somewhere, he is still dancing, blinding time with his hands like a Charlie Parker run at war with the devil, and making it all look like fun. Forever a triumphant echo on mountains of eyes and stages, forever in the ears and the annals of the ages. Forever will his magic make us smile and call out his name as he leaps from history's screens and pages, a giant in defiance, falcon fierce and butterfly courageous. Stinging like a bee, he was put here to transcend their decrees. No matter how hard they try, you can't stop me now. Say it loud. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. Give him some, give him some. The unconquerable bull whip. Come on, we black and proud, baby. We black and proud. Salute to all the warriors. Salute to all the masters. And let me catch my breath.
So now we're doing Sister YAHNE Indigo. YAHNE Indigo. YAHNE Indigo. Y'all, please give it up. Please give it up for YAHNE Indigo. Where are they? Do you know where she is? Oh, that's a lot. It was right here. YAHNE. Oh, okay. I think she's in the back. Okay. Y'all just give us just one moment, just a few moments.
What's the call? What's the call?
a great time, actually. If you look on your program, you'll find a little QR code here, right here. You see this here on your program? This QR code is magical. You wanna know why it's magical? It will magically send money if you put your information in to go to the Free Kamau Sadiki International Campaign. Isn't that amazing? I think that's amazing. So make sure you go ahead and check out this little square here. You can use your phone if you're not familiar and you need some assistance. Respect to all of our elders in the audience. If you just raise your little pinky finger, we'll make sure somebody can come by and assist you. All right, y'all, give it up, oh, give it up, give it up, give it up, please.
My name is YAHNE. There you go, YAHNE Indigo. You know, technology, you know, you try versions of things, they don't all mesh up, but we're doing our best. So I don't know how many of the tracks we've got there, but I know we got at least one that's ready. So we're gonna start with that one. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. I have this thing I wanna give to you. I know your heart is pure and true. The thing for us to do, make one out of us two. I want to give you love. The thing is love, the thing is love. I want to give you all my love. We're what dreams are made of. I want to love you, it's my nature. I want you now, can't wait till later. I want to be woo, woo, woo with you. I want to make woo, woo, woo with you. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Happiness is when I'm in your arms, enjoying you with your smile, your charm. Snuggling close, so safe, so warm. I'm your peace and you're my calm. I want to give you love. The thing is love, the thing is love. I'm here to give you all my love. We're what dreams are made of. I want to love you, it's my nature. I want you now, can't wait till later. I want to be woo, woo, woo with you. I want to be woo, woo, woo with you. At the beach, by the river, when I'm high, when I shiver, when I laugh, when I yell, come to me, ring my bell. Love, 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 love. When I'm young, when we're old, when I'm shy, when I'm bold, when I'm finished, when I'm done, you're the only one. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. I want to give you love. The thing is love, the thing is love. I'm here to give you all my love. We're what dreams are made of. I want to be woo, woo, woo with you. I want to be woo, woo, woo with you. I want to be woo, woo, woo with you. wanna be woo, woo, woo with you. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo with you. I wanna be woo, woo, woo with you. Ah, chicka, ah, chicka, chicka, ah. 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 Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Chicka, ah, ah. So were you able to pull the other one out? You got that one, the doo-doo?
Got the doo-doo.
Okay, we got the doo-doo. Do, do, do it. Do, do, do it. You and God know, gotta tell the truth. On that dope bro, flowing through the roof. Do, do, do it. Do, do, do it. You won't go, you live in proof. Here to show what a God can do. Above me, talking to me, I hear elevated me, telling me to stand inside the greatness I can't help but be. I'm running on my programs that I built to honor me. Move me forward in my purpose as I move along these streets I own and flow love through like I am them and they are you and we are one and we are love and we are all, cause what else could it be? Do, do, do it. Do, do, do it. You and God mode, gotta tell the truth. On that dope road, flowing through the roof. Do, do, do it. Do, do, do it. You won't go, you live and prove. Here to show what a God can do. I am so glorious, like all those leaves on all those trees, all those flowers smelling up the air, calling me as these birds, butterflies, dragonflies that twirl and swirl inside the breeze, and like the sun that warms and opens up the worm, and like the breeze that flows to the river, like the powers that flow into me, always talking to me, saying, you're a God, you're just like me. On a move, sweet and hard, and just smooth. You're a God, you unfurl, is a beast, is your world, these your streets. On a move, sweet and hard, and just smooth. You're a God, you unfurl, is a beast, is your world, is your street. You can do it. God knows, gotta tell the truth. On that dope road, flowing through the roof. Do it, do it. Do it. You won't go, you live and prove. Here to show what a God can do. Hey, you're on the move, you're sweet and hard, and you're smooth. You're a God, you unfurl, is a base, is your world and these your streets, yeah. So the third song that I plan to do, maybe I shouldn't have been doing that song anyway in the church. So I was gonna do my song Philly Work, which is it's a little potty mouth now that I think about it. So maybe that's why, you know. He said, the pastor said it's all right. Okay, well, so I'm gonna do it, but we don't have the track on the computer, so I'll just do the song a cappella. But you know, that was in the Google Drive. That's in the Google Drive, but it's okay. I'm just gonna do it now.
Maybe you can come back and do it when we find it.
Is that a better step? What should I do? Should I just do it now?
Yeah, do it now.
Okay. All right, it's called Philly Work. I am a revolutionary. What the fuck them motherfuckers do in your city? They be putting in work, then they lit, like in Philly. They be on that fuck 12, then they lit, like in Philly. Are they ready to tear it down? Then they lit, like in Philly. Tell me what them motherfuckers do in your city. Do they fill the bellies up? Then they lit, like in Philly. Are they riders for the squatters? Then they lit, like in Philly. They go savage on that swine? Then they lit, like in Philly. Light it up. Hey, light it up. Hey, light it up, tear it down, light it up, tear it down. See the walls of Jericho? Make them rubble all around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, fuck 12. 9, 10, 11, fuck 12. Fuck 12. It's time to aim at them niggas if they won't stop killing us and keep pulling triggers. Give us all our political prisoners, ACAB. Time to say fuck 12. That's why we say fuck 12. Fuck 12. We can't bow down to these fools, filling up their cages out of our schools, keeping niggas hungry, food just out of reach. They say we illegal, niggas gonna eat. We don't care, you mad, we taking these streets. Nigga, you ain't free till everybody's free. Time to pick a side, cause shit is getting real. Raise your fist with me, see how good that shit feel. Light it up. Hey, light it up. Hey, light it up. Light it up. Have a question for you. What the fuck the motherfuckers do in your city? They be putting in work, then they lit like in Philly. Are they on that fuck 12? Then they lit like in Philly. Are they running down the walls? Then they lit like in Philly. Tell me what the motherfuckers do in your city. Do they fill the bellies up? Then they lit like in Philly. Are they riders for the squatters? Then they lit like in Philly. They be shitting on the pigs. Then they lit like in Philly. Light it up. That last song is called Philly Work. That single is actually out. So you can hear it. You can download it on any of the platforms. It's called Philly Work.
Wow, y'all. Give it up for YAHNE. Y'all ready to light it up like we lit like in Philly? So I'm trying to see what that's about. Next, we are going to be hearing from our great comrade and along with a representative from the Free Mumia Abu Jamal campaign. Is that okay?
So I'll introduce it.
Okay.
Sorry. So peace, y'all. So Shep just gave us a change of schedule. So I'm just gonna we're gonna have a panel with some veteran Panthers. So are we gonna do that first? Okay. Is Mumia ready?
We're supposed to be here to celebrate
This is going to be after the panel. This is
Kamau
after
Sadiki,
this.
a black political prisoner, a former member
Well,
of the
no,
Black
that's what I'm
Panther
saying.
Party
I think this
in
is
New
going
York
after the
and in
panel.
other
This is
parts
going to
of
be
the
after
country,
this.
a former BLA soldier,
Right?
an esteemed martial arts teacher,
Yeah,
a
this is the
father
panel. Then
and a
this.
grandfather,
Right.
and a man that is still
So
in
after
custody
this,
of
it's
the state.
introducing this.
With serious health issues, who's partially blind, but still a
You
freedom
can,
fighter,
and
no
then I
matter
can
where he
introduce
is.
the people. Yeah, let's do
We're
it.
here to talk about him, to remember him, to salute him, and to ask all within earshot to support him and his loving family who want him free, free Kamau Sadiki. As I mentioned earlier, this is his 73rd birthday, but it's more than that. Kamau Sadiki is in prison for refusing to bend to the state, and he was framed on a 30-year-old murder case where exculpatory evidence of his innocence was illegally excluded from the trial and therefore from the jurors before him. He has been fighting for freedom for almost all of his life. That fight continues, but it continues only if you support the Free Kamau Sadiki campaign. I urge you to join it and make it come to life. Make it do what it do. I salute you, brother, with love, not fear. This is
Hey.
So we want to introduce to you. We apologize on the program. You may see it in a different order, but in our way, we are going to move up this portion in defense of self-defense from Malcolm X to the Black Panther Party. We have a number of our elders here in the building. Give it up for our Black Panther veteran elders, folks who have been in the Black Liberation Army, who have spent time, dedicated time to ensure that we have the freedoms that we have today. My sister Val is going to talk to you a little bit about who is Kamau Sadiki, and then we'll discuss who our panelists are going to be for this fireside chat with Dr. Rosemary Mealy.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, X. So peace, y'all. We didn't get a chance to do this in the beginning because we went from the prayer to the performance, but I just want to Mike. Okay. I'm on. Can y'all hear me okay?
What's up, dude? Good. Good to see you, man. God damn. I haven't seen you in a
This
while.
one or this one?
What? Oh, he had to. What? Oh, he is.
Test.
He has to go, you know.
Hello?
Daughter.
Hello? Yes.
Hello. In the hospital, he said. Yeah, so he had to go see her or something. Man.
You have hit me? Can I? All right. Thanks, y'all. So apologies. So I just want to talk a bit about the campaign to free Kamau Sadiki. So the campaign started in 2019, and we had kicked it off with a birthday party for Baba Kamau. So I just wanted to mention the campaign and why we're here today, and the need for people to support Kamau Sadiki. Kamau Sadiki is a father. He's a grandfather. He's a Muslim. He's a loving Muslim. And Kamau Sadiki has been in prison since 2003, like I mentioned earlier. And I just want folks to know that his birthday was February 19th. He's 73 years old. And I just want to say that the work that we do as the campaign is steered by his daughter, Kasise. And I just want to acknowledge Kasise Sadiki, who's in the audience. I want to mention his daughter, Kukuya Shakur. I want to mention Mama Asada. I want to mention Mama Pam Hanna. And I just want to thank his family and his comrades for being here and supporting him. And now we'll have X to introduce the panel. Thank you.
Yes, okay.
Okay,
great. What's the call?
All right.
What's the call? I can't hear everybody. What's the call? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. The importance of us supporting the international campaign to free Kamau Sadiki has to do with us taking it very seriously, the work, the time, the energy that these Panther elders who are here on stage have taken out of their lives to ensure that the call to free them all continues forward. And so to all of the young folks in the building, that is our task, that is our duty. I want you to give a big round of applause for political prisoners and former BLA and Black Panther Party original members, Pedro Shango Manguez.
Oh, Johanna. Oh, Johanna.
Give it up for Jamal Joseph, brother Jamal Joseph. Got brother Tyreek Haskins. And is Jamil, brother Jamil, you be joining us for this chat as well? Are you moderating? You're moderating. Okay, I think Jamil is moderating. We love a willing hand, Y'all give it up for our panelists, and please sit tight so that you can enjoy this wonderful conversation that is about to take place.
Okay, turn on that. Can you hear me? All right, good. That's great. All right. For those who do not know, I'm Jalil Mutakim. I am the co-founder of the National Jericho Movement. I started in 1998 while I was in prison. And when I say prison, I'm talking about the penal slave system, right? A lot of us don't know or don't come to, or we have what we call cognitive dissonance, right? We live in a slave nation. Do we understand that? This is a slave nation. That the 13th Amendment of the United States Constitution and the same ink, the same paper on the same date and time that they ended chattel slavery, they started penal slavery. That means slavery was never abolished in this country. We live in a slave nation. That's what we're fighting. And every one of us have to be abolitionists, like these brothers up here, right? When I say abolitionists, abolition means the word abolition means to destroy, to terminate, right? To exterminate. To become an abolitionist, you have to be one who is willing and able and capable of doing that. And in this instance, we want to exterminate, terminate, eliminate anything that dehumanizes, degrades, demeans Black people, brown people, indigenous people in this country, you have to become an abolitionist. All right. We want to abolish a system that is based upon the aberrant idea of white supremacy and slavery. That's what we fought for, right? And with that said, that's what he fought for. By what? By any means necessary. Do we understand that? So we're going to talk about some of those means, all right? Brother Tariq,
yes.
Your understanding of, let's start from here, right? When did you become a member of the Black Panther Party?
1971.
And what was the course of you joining the Black Panther Party?
Well, my experiences as a result of being in the service in the military, I was subjected to many discriminatory experiences. And like Malcolm X, I saw that the situation was being forcefully maintained. It was a deliberate thing. Our situation is by deliberate design. This is what Malcolm X realized, and that is what inspired him to begin studying. And one of the things that he saw was that in order to change the system, he has to first change himself. And the second thing he saw, as I said, was that the situation was being maintained by force. And I saw that. I saw when I was in Vietnam, I had began my studying of our situation, and I realized that the American government was doing a gangster thing. They was trying to gangster Vietnam, take over that country and exploit the inhabitants of Vietnam. And I saw that myself, and I saw that it was being, all of this was because of them forcefully doing what they was doing. And so I saw that it was necessary to use force in order to undo it, in order to stop the violence. I had to employ violence.
Thank you, Tariq. Chongo.
Yes, sir.
My dear brother, my dear martial artist, master martial artist. Would you please inform us when you became a Panther and by what means that led you become a Panther?
When and by what means?
Yes, sir.
69, I think it was 69 when I joined the party out of college. And yeah, it was around 69 when I first joined. And at that time, I was just learning, you know, I was just becoming politically aware. I was not, I was more into martial arts than anything else. But I got into, there was no difference between martial arts and fighting for the rights and you know, fighting for independence, fighting for liberation. It was the same thing to me. So it was a quick transition for me to go into this struggle. And in '69, I went to the Brooklyn branch with a comrade and never turned back. I joined the party and immediately made this Brooklyn school coordinator at the time. And spent a lot of time, you know, responding to calls of distress in various schools. Our kids were being beaten up when they left school in these neighborhoods, racist neighborhoods. And so we spent a lot of time running back and forth to those and to defend the, you know, our youth. At the same time, we set up, you know, the breakfast programs and the various street programs that the party was initiating. I became very much involved in all of this, and until, of course, in '73, I was arrested for, you know, I was arrested and became a political prisoner then as well.
Thank you, bro. My dear comrade, Jamal, playwright, artist, professor, right? Revolutionary. But let me ask this question first, Tyler. Terry, how old was you when you joined the Black Panther Party?
About 21.
Mongo, how old were you when you joined the Black Panther Party, Jungle?
I was 19.
Okay, 19. Let me start with that. How old were you when you joined the Black Panther Party?
I was 15 years old.
15 years old. Okay.
And I joined the Black Panther Party in 1968. And what ignited me and spurred me on was the assassination of Dr. King. And a lot of us were radicalized by his assassination. I was part of the NAACP Youth Council through a community center in Harlem. But at the same time, even as we were doing work, youth council work in the NAACP, there were fiery brothers and sisters on the scene talking about Black liberation, Black revolution, Black consciousness, people like Brother Kwame Stokely Carmichael, H. Rap Brown, Iman Jamil. There was the poetry of Sonia Sanchez, Leroy Jones. There was that cultural scene that was around. So in the same way that we were surrounded today with music and with spoken word, there was that firing up our consciousness. Plus the Panthers look so damn cool. With the leather jackets and with the berets. And I have to say it was more of the image of the Black Panther Party that drew me in. Because after that, I had come to school, got caught in the fringes of the rebellion on 125th Street. And I came to school next day and announced to my friends, I was a hall monitor. And if y'all remember what that is, you get out of class early, you stand there, nobody listens, you don't care, but you get out of class early, sit at the table. I'm sitting with two of my friends who were hall monitors, and I announced that I was going to be a Black militant. And my friend Phil just nodded. Another friend, Paul, who was a white kid, a Jewish kid, progressive kid, he said, I don't know if you can announce that like it's a career choice. Like you're gonna be a doctor or a lawyer. I was like, no, Paul, you don't get it, you watch. So I had to pick the most militant organization on the scene, and here comes a news report about the Panthers, storming the state capital of Sacramento, and Bobby Seale talking about self-defense. And I'm looking at it on Grandma's TV, and I was like, they're crazy. They stormed the state capitol with the guns, the white legislators are ducking underneath the desk, they crazy. And then, Bobby Seale was talking about, unarmed people subject to slavery at any given time, and the right to self-defense. And then a news reporter said, he was doing a wrap up to the story. He said they pulled over the Panther vehicles and they found more guns and communist literature in the trunk. And I was like, they got the guns, the leather coats, they got communist literature, they crazy. I want to be down with that. Because when you're 15, crazy is a good thing. But when I got to the Panther office, and two friends that came with me told me stuff like, you're gonna have to kill a white dude or a white cop to be a Panther. Once you get in, there's no getting out. And I was like, no getting out. Grandma gave me a 9 o'clock curfew. But when I get there and I stand up in the middle of political education class, give me a moment because this is so important. In the middle of political education class, the person leading the PE class, Lamoma Shakur, was going through the 10-point program. And if you know, the 10-point program talks about, I'll go with point number 10, land, bread, housing, education, justice, and peace. But it's going through housing and education. We don't even get to the police until point number 7. We want an immediate end to police brutality and the murder of Black people. He's on point number 5, right? We want an education that teaches us our true history and the true nature of this decadent American society. And I jump up, choose me, brother, arm me, I kill a white dude right now. And the whole office gets quiet. He calls me up front, looks me up and down, he reaches into he's sitting behind a desk. He reaches into the bottom drawer of the desk and he pulls out, I think my heart is pounding in my skinny little chest. I think look how far that he's reaching, he's gonna give me a big ass gun. And he hands me a stack of books. Of course, Autobiography of Malcolm X, Wretched of the Earth by Fanon, Soul on Ice by Eldridge Cleaver, of course, the Red Book, we always had the quotations. And I said, excuse me, brother, I thought you were going to arm me. He said, excuse me, young brother, I just did. And as I'm walking to my seat, he said, young brother, let me ask you a question since you came here so mad at white folks. If all of these pig police who are in the community, who are locking people up, beating people up, shooting people down, if all of them were black and all the victims were white, he said, these slumlords with these buildings with no heat, no windows, rats running up and down the hallway like they're tenants. He said, if all of them were black, and the people living in squalid conditions were white, he says, and all of the politicians, these jive time politicians, the president, the supreme justices, the justice of the supreme joke, he said, if all of them were black and all the poor plus people were white, would that make things correct? And I said, no, brother, it seems like we'll still be long. And he said, that's right, brother. This is a class struggle for human rights, not just a race struggle for civil rights. And I mention that because all of us who are in the Black Panther Party will tell you how important political education was. And when we see people putting on Panther logos and kind of running out with guns and declaring that they're Panthers, even in the way that confrontation of the police is happening, I know we'll get back to that later, is much different from what the Black Panther Party did. It was organizing tool. So in those cities where Panthers could legally carry weapons, they would be there with shotguns, rifles, and law books. They would be calling out the police for being an occupying army. They would let them know they have a legal right to observe. They would let the people advise them of their rights. And they would follow that person to the precinct if they were arrested and they had a bail fund, or if not, lawyers that would come down. And so can you imagine that kind of resistance, that informed revolutionary action that was going on? So I joined the Panthers. A few months later, 6 months later, I was arrested as one of the youngest members of the New York Panther 21. And I became a soldier in the Black Liberation Army in the BLA in 71. And I'll end with this. If everybody here is in the Panther, is in the Black Panther, was in the Black Panther Party, but also became BLA soldiers. And we did such because in our 26 rules of discipline, what did it say?
Rule number 6.
No Panther shall join any other army or force except the Black Liberation Army. And so that's where BLA comes from.
All right. Let me just put a little context in terms of what he just said.
How old were you when you joined the Panther Party?
Let me get to that. I'm gonna get to that right now. I will get to that too. The Mumford Act, right? When the Panthers went to Sacramento to stop what they called with the Mumford Act by then Governor Reagan, Ronald Reagan, all right? And the reason why, because California was an open carry state. It was an open carry state. And so when black people start carrying weapons, they want to change the law. Called the Mumford Act, right? And I saw it on TV, right? And just as you did, I told my mom, hey, Mom, I want to be one of them, right? She said, no, you ain't, because she's been in NAACP, right? Well, I said, yes, I am. And at age 16, I became a Black Panther Party member, all right? Again, when we get weapons, when we arm ourselves, defend ourselves, we're gonna change the law, right? Anytime we get ahead, move ahead, and began to build our base, they're gonna change the law, right? So the question for us is, how much of the law do we need to adhere to, right? Malcolm X also stated this here: for as long as you keep your struggle within the civil rights, as the civil rights move within the jurisdiction of the United States, then the United States will be able to determine what is your civil rights.
We'll do that.
Right? Until he says, what we have to do is take our struggle to the international community, and it becomes a human right. Right? A human right. And if you didn't know anything about the Declaration of Human Rights, but one thing that states emphatically, right, that everyone has a nationality, and no one can determine what your nationality should be or should not be. Okay. Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15.
So I been getting an assignment by Shep to talk about martial arts.
Yes,
and
yes.
We got.
And I want to start with Chango. Chango, what was the thing that led you to become a martial artist?
Well,
and what forms of martial arts did you practice?
Okay, I got into a fight in the schoolyard in the 6th grade, 5th grade, I think. And I beat the guy, but then his brother and his cousin came out, and then it was 3 against 1, and they beat me up. And I was walking home, had a black eye, and I was thinking, I got to find a way to fight 3 guys. The only way to do that is, so I got into the comic books, and they were talking about beat any man, feet, you know.
Oh yeah. Little commercials.
So I got into it like that. I got into jujitsu first. Then I got into judo back around 63. It was jujitsu. 64 and 65 is judo. And then I got into 66. I started with karate, Japanese karate. By 70, by 69, I was teaching and had a school. But I also got into kung fu, aikido, ninjutsu. I got into martial arts all around.
Beautiful.
And that became my life, and that was what motivated, you know, that's where my head was at until I went to college and got into politics. But martial arts and politics is war without bloodshed. War is politics with bloodshed.
That's right.
Martial arts is also politics without bloodshed and with, you know, bloodshed as well. So it's war. It's a form of combat, you know, it's struggle of opposites. And so I got into martial arts, and I don't see any difference between that and the struggle, the social struggle that we're involved in now against the local weeds who are running the show today. You know, this is the same struggle, and we have to use the same techniques. In martial arts, there are rules, you know, not rules, but there are different techniques that you use and principles that evolve. Since you're in motion, if you're in motion, you got to master the motion that you're in and master the motion of your opponent. If you can bring them both together, you got it. You know, you can put your finger out and put it in somebody's eye before they complain, because you're in the same motion. The same thing with struggle. Right now, we are in a grave situation in the world, but in this country, this country is heading toward, it is fascist. It's been fascist since I could remember, but it's getting even more so. And now we have people who are bent on ushering in a period of open fascism. At the same time, there is a strong movement to reduce the numbers, the population. And we are the ones who are the first ones to go. We got to know this. If this is part of the plan, and we have to be aware of the fact that we are in grave danger. Martial arts, you have to learn how to fight against grave danger. If they come, that's who gets it. That's the only way. That's the only way to see it.
Let me move on.
Can I talk about martial arts?
Jamal. Jamal.
Yeah, I started training, I think, when I was 12 years old. Shango and I sparred partners, right? Kyoku Shinkai, I did Shotokan, Hakaru Jiu-Jitsu in prison, co-founded a system called the Black Cipher System, which incorporated in New York State. We had Stato. So it was in close fighting. Anytime you taught martial arts in prison, you would go to the hole, because it was not the great equalizer with the guards, because they were just back there, hand to hand. Sometimes the riot squad would come in with those shields and with those clubs. But it's important discipline, important to train. I've got to train and work out with some great masters. Master Sugar Cross is another brother I'm close to. We were sparring partners. But the key, this is a call from the hospital. I'm gonna have to run after this because my wife is having a procedure. But the key is the discipline that the martial arts gets you, and leaning on technique is knowing when to attack and when to step back. You can't fight. We're talking about the kind of martial arts. We're not talking about MMA where it's just like, punch, kick, punch, coat. Real martial arts is falling back on technique, knowing when to step aside, when to block, when to kind of counterattack. we have to lean on technique in the struggle. Don't want to sound like a broken record on this. One of the best forms of self-defense for everybody that's here, and especially for our young people, is political education. We did martial arts in the Black Panther Party. It was one of my assignments in the Black Panther Party, was to train brothers and sisters. I had the pleasure of training Sister Sada Shakur when she first walked in the Panther office, when she was still Joanne. But it's political education and being aware of the greatest attack against the movement was the counterintelligence program. Please do your research on that. Please understand that they are monitoring your phones, that they are monitoring that, and that they will do counterinsurgency before we even get started. So we have to be stealth in our techniques in the same way that we would have to sometimes train in private with martial arts, certain techniques, or go to the firing range. It wasn't about being bombastic and pounding ourselves on the chest. We were training for resistance, for revolution, for urban guerrilla warfare. We have to be strategic. Reposting some of the stuff that I'm seeing on social media and some of the people that y'all are getting in beefs with that you think is a comrade in Cleveland or someplace else is somebody sitting at a computer at an FBI or CIA audience trying to dismantle our movement. So when we talk about being on the ready and falling back on technique, the martial arts, the history of it is that you will train how to fight, but you were training in acupuncture and diet at the same time. You were becoming a fully formed warriors. So our fully formed warriors have to have the technique, the arms, the unarms, the spirit, but also being aware of what our enemy is and how we can be strategic today.
Mm-hmm. I want to end this section with Tariq. Tariq, I know you're not, I have not known you to be a martial artist.
No, I am.
But I do know you to be one who technical skills.
Oh yeah,
right,
yeah.
From your time in the service.
Right.
Can you just share just a little bit about your technical skills that you learned while you're in the service and why this is important today?
Okay. Well, first of all, the way I joined martial arts is very much like how Chungo joined. When I was in the military, first it would be a couple of guys come and say, "Hey, nigga, you know where such and such is," and I would beat them down. Then I noticed it was 3 guys, then it was 4 guys, and one night I was going into town. I had to jump the fence and go through the jungle by myself with my 45, and I noticed these brothers was training and they was practicing judo. That's how I began my martial arts, and thereafter, when I would hear the N-word, I would pick out 4 or 5 guys and beat them down. But also, I should say, the authorities are always trying to kill us. Now, I've had to duck 6 bullets 2 times from them. I had to duck 5 bullets from the police, and of course, I was fortunate in that I went in the military and I learned weapons. I became a handgun expert. I became a rifle expert, and I'm a sniper. So in terms of when you see them guys, the ice guys and all like that, I used to be like that. So I have the same skills, if not more, than they have. And most of us do. We have the same skills, if not more than the Delta Force who went to get Maduro. We have those skills. So I had to learn martial arts. And then I ran into Chungo, and he also taught me martial arts. But the martial arts that I learned was judo and jujitsu. And then I was training with Chungo. But yeah, so that Ashante is not here, but if he was here, he could tell you that one day when we was in jail, we had a problem with the guard force. We beat the whole guard force, and they had to send for guards. They had to send for guards from another jail to get us down. So that's because of having learned martial arts, and we are in a bad way at this time. The present administration is telling.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to finish this.
All power to the people.
So we are in a bad way. The present administration is telling white people that Black people are responsible for the nation being in the situation that we are in, that the nation is in. The nation is in a situation of being broke. And they are broke because the rich industrialists have taken millions of jobs overseas. They have taken millions of jobs overseas. And the reason why they've done that is because overseas they can pay workers 30 cents an hour as opposed to paying workers in the United States $30 an hour. So that's why they did it. And when Trump was president the first time, he said that he should arrest those people who have taken the millions of jobs overseas. But presently, the technocrats are telling Mr. Trump that he should say that the nation is in the situation that the nation is in because of the immigrants and because Black people undeservingly have jobs because of affirmative action in the DEI program. And that's why they are firing Black people. And that's why they are leading ICE. ICE is the model of the behavior they want white people to emulate, to attack immigrants and attack Black people and say that we are responsible for the present situation. But as I say, the rich industrialists, because they have moved millions of jobs overseas, they are responsible for the situation. So but we have to employ self-defense in order to survive because they are encouraging the racist whites to attack Black people. And the only way you can stop the racist whites, because if you turn the other cheek, they're going to call the other races and say, we have an easy kill here. That's the way they see a nonviolent person is an easy kill. So we have to practice self-defense in order to survive at this particular time in American history.
Thank you,
sir.
brother.
Thank you,
brother. With that panel discussion, I'm hoping that you have some understanding of how El-Haj Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X inspired us, right? He set a flame, right? There's a saying that a single spark can start a prairie fire. That was the spark. We are the prairie fire.
Right.
With that, I close.
Right.
Free Kamau Sadiki, free them all.
Free them all. Free them all. Free them all.
What are you doing, sweetheart?
Is this working? It worked.
One, two. So why you told me it didn't work?
Let's give our panel, not only a panel, but our comrades applause here. I want to introduce Sensei Shaka.
All right.
They're going to be doing a demonstration following this panel, and we want to recognize these warriors here. We have my comrade here, Brother Boyd, the veteran of the Black Panther Party. Myself. So we're going to give Jamal his, and once he had more time to talk about his school he did.
Oh, wow.
What's this?
Yeah. Okay, and we have a special award for Sensei Kamau Sadiki. Let's give him a hand. You can let Sensei know who these plaques are actually for. I didn't tell her that she was getting one.
Thank you. Thanks, family. Nice. Hold on now. We in the Bronx. I'm looking at melanated, beautiful people in here. When I say peace, I want to see that energy. Peace. 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 Unity. Love. And guess what? We still have some fun. Is that right? Give yourselves a round of applause coming out to the Kamau Sadiki tribute.
Again, my name is Brother Tafiq, also known in the community as Dr. Shaka Zulu. For many years, I have been a devout martial artist for quite some years. However, when I got to such a level, after 20-something years, the grandmasters pulled me to the side and said, that's about it. I think you know how to heal. I mean, I think you know how to kill and hurt and everything, but in order to be a true master, you must know how to heal. So it sent me as a black belt in the streets to go back to a white belt into learning. So I went back to school to learn to be a professional acupuncturist.
All right, all right.
I didn't just stop there. I'm still a holistic practitioner, still a political advocate for the people, activists and so forth. And this is a part of the evolution of our martial arts because it never stops. It's not about just punching and kicking. It's beyond that. Is that right? The Grandmasters is there. There you go. Is that right? Grandmaster Chango.
Yes.
Thank you. Also, I have the distinguished honor and pleasure to also have here with me one of my Kemetic masters, my personal Kemetic masters that's here. I want y'all to give a round of applause for Soki Brown. Will you please stand? Come on up here. And so part of this Kemetic Masters presentation was to say thank you. We are very appreciative to all of your works and your efforts, your sacrifices and so forth. But we wanted to acknowledge you all publicly because we don't know, a lot of folks, they see this man, they don't know how dangerous he is, right? We know. And this guy here, this good looking guy here walking with the cane, you know, but he might snap you up with the cane here. All right. And our beloved brother here who has joined us in here, he got a handshake that can make you go to the floor. All right. And then the sister here, we're going to get to that story in a minute here. Okay. Because she's just sitting there quiet, but she's the real last ninja. Okay. The last dragon. So I know that we always been talking about your beloved father, Brother Kamau Sadiki, as a revolutionary freedom fighter. And we refer to him in the Japanese term as sensei. Sensei in Japanese means teacher. Everybody say teacher. Say sensei.
Sensei.
All right, see, I learned something today, okay? In Africa, we say muwale mu. Muwale mu, right? Or what? Or fundi, yes. And then in Spanish, we say maestro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I remember that. All right. However, we wanted to make a distinguished mark of distinction for your father, who is such a superhero to me and many others. And on behalf of the Kemetic Masters Grand Council of the Martial Arts, which was founded over 26 years ago, we wanted to give this certificate of achievement and honor recognizing Sensei Kamau Sadiki, not as a sensei, but now as an esteemed high priest and grand master of the Kemetic Montu martial arts systems. And this is for his guidance, his wisdom, and his devout connection of the principles of Ma'at, truth, balance, and order, and justice, in which we're still fighting for. So would you like to present this to you for him? And since you have that one there, we're going to ask you also to hold on to this one here. This is a special Kemetic Masters Black Liberation Certificate of Recognition in the light of truth, duty, and sacred obligation. We solemnly acknowledge and honor Sensei Kamau Sadiki, teacher of the martial liberation arts, whose steadfast commitment to discipline, cultural awakening, and the elevation of the people and culture beyond confinement. We want to make this distinction also to his daughter, who is now gifted and guarded as the title of Guardian of the Great Light, Kasise Sadiki.
All right.
Huss!
Huss! Huss! Huss!
We can hold one for your sister. We made one also for sister. Yes.
Wow.
Is she in the house?
Kakuya's in the house.
She's in the house? Well, you gotta do a rollout over here, sister. Come on. Come on, sister. Grace the place with your face. On behalf of the Comedic Grandmasters, we would like to present this award to you and to your father, recognizing your great work. May the light of the father be onto the daughters as well.
Can I say something?
You sure can. I don't want to get beat up now.
What's the call? Free Kamau, free our father. When we talked about, when the committee talked about having a fundraiser, I said, wow, a kind of fundraiser that we should have is a martial arts fundraiser, because when I think about Kamau Sadiki, my father, the way his energy is, the way he gets excited, and if he gets excited about anything, it's about martial arts. I've shared this a little story before when my father first came home, and some of you may know it. But when he first came home, my mother, Pamela Hanna, wanted us to bond and get closer. And one of the ways that my father felt getting closer to me was teaching me martial arts, which I was not excited about because he would literally come wake me up on Saturday mornings and have me doing different, like 1,000 jumping jacks, different sets of push-ups, running track, doing the different stands. And I learned a lot from him. I did not appreciate that at the time, but when I think about his discipline and how he already knew about the system and the war that we have experienced and are going through now, he wanted to prepare me, prepare you too, Kakuya. And so, sitting here, I'm just really proud to be his daughter. I'm proud of everything that he's taught me. That was our father-daughter time. When I reflect and I think about it, and he would tell stories to my mom. He's like, she's really good. Because I did have that. I do have that discipline. My discipline now, I dance, but I dance hard too. But I understand his principles. And you mentioned Ma'at, and I think I'm a Libra, and when I think about who I am and that balance and that discipline. And martial arts also, it does require not only just dealing with formation, but nutrition and meditation, and it's a whole principle. My father would have me meditate, and I would actually fall asleep all the time. But I learned over the years what meditation is really about. The last time I haven't spoken with my father, but we communicated through JPay, and that is the way we communicate. And I woke up on February 19th, and on his birthday, and I said I have to reach out to him and just celebrate his life. Celebrate that I can come from him. And I look a lot like him too. And so I feel good. It's very hard to have your parent in prison. And there's days that I don't have energy, and I never feel like giving up. That's not in me, I'm a warrior. But sometimes it's hard. It's really, really hard. But I feel good. I feel good being here. Thank you so much for having us here in your church, in your home. When I'm walking in, and I just gave so many people hugs, and I feel so much love. And that's what we have to continue
this liberation. We have to continue to love, to fight, to be warriors, to be resilient. And, you know, our father was denied parole and in July, and that was very painful, but we don't give up. And we use different tactics and strategies. You know, I work at the New York Immigration Coalition, in which I do a lot of policy work, and I never thought that I would be, like, I'm a creative person, and I never thought that I would be able to step in front of like different legislators and be able to present, just work on state campaigns. And so I have turned everything that I've learned, that's what I want to do for my father. That's the next step. And we talk about power. Power is mobilization. Power is also, we need to be in front of the board, the parole board. We need to go to Georgia and represent ourselves and be very sure and know that and demand my father to come home. Yeah, I just feel so spiritually strong too. I feel really spiritually strong and then ready for this next step, this next phase of bringing Kamau Sadiki home. So, you know, again, we're here to rejoice his life. You know, he has written many letters, and he said that his first freedom fighter, or his first person in his life, is his mother, who taught him about what being a warrior is about. Because his mother, Hattie Hilton, refused, like when Martin Luther King was assassinated, she was in the church, you know, a lot of the, like, knowing the church was where we build our communities and strategies, is in the church. And she was in the church, and she knew about racism, and she was the one who taught him. And he said, back then he would think about, okay, Martin Luther King, and of course, like Martin Luther King, but then he was like, an eye for an eye, and belief in Malcolm X. But he said later on, he understood her principles too. And so again, with just what he learned, you know, the youth here, it's like we have to continue, we have to study, just like he had to study, you know. The youth, I'm so glad to see so many young people here, because this is your time. And this is your time, and it is your time to read, just like Jamal said. You just don't be reactionary, you have to read. You need political education. And what is the best way to get political education is being here with our elders too, and then finding your own way. So I will close on that. I could keep talking and talking, but I just, the fight continues, you know, and I can't wait to let my father know just all the love that he has received on the outside, because he doesn't know all the time. You know, he was just in lockdown, was it maybe a month ago? You know, so again, what's the call? Right.
Sister Kakuya, would you like to share a few words with us?
Yes, well, first I just want to thank everybody for coming out today, showing your love, and just how much you value people who have sacrificed in the past, for a better world, that they are still remembered, that they are still loved, that they are still inspirational. Yeah, I mean, my family, I come from a tradition of struggle, of resistance on both sides of the family. My sister was just talking about my grandmother, definitely my mom, of course, you know. Yeah, last year was very hard, losing my mom. But I think the main thing is that we continue, that my parents, neither my father nor my mother, ever wavered from their conviction that as long as they were on this earth, as long as they will possibly be on this earth, that they remain dedicated to seeing a better world, you know, for our children. That we can't accept the way things are as status quo. It's not normal, it's not human to live in a world where we're cruel to each other. That we try to dominate and take, and we value money over humanity and beauty and love. So yes, for my parents, I know that they wouldn't have wanted a different life. As long as there are people suffering, they both feel like it's their duty. It was always their duty to continue the fight of our ancestors. So that's where I'm at today. You know, I'm moving forward. I'm processing. It's hard. It's been a hard struggle for my family, and you know, my father has suffered deeply, and it's not in vain, though. You know, I do believe in the possibility of a more humane world. Yes. So.
Oh, you caught me in a moment, but I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, so I want to thank Kasise and Kakuya for and Kamau and Sada and Mama Pam for pouring love into their daughters. And I'm understanding that they have support, they have our love. We will continue to fight for Baba Kamau Sadiki until he is home, until he is free, and Kamau will be free. Kamau will be free! Kamau will be free! And so I want to thank the panel, Tariq and Shango and Kasese and Jaleel for being here. I also want to acknowledge some Panthers that are not up here. Brother Bullwhip. I want to acknowledge Brother BJ. I want to acknowledge Mama Yasmin. Of course, Baba Shep, and I hope I'm not missing anybody. But I want to thank y'all for your commitment to freeing your comrades and for teaching us and training us. And inshallah, we'll get some training from Tariq and Shango, because we need to train the youth. So we're gonna get ready to transition to the comedic. So I just want to thank y'all for being here, and give another round of applause to Baba, the Babas and Kasise Kakuya, and the family of Baba Kamau Sadiki. Huh? Okay. I'm in. Are y'all ready?
Okay. There's a step here.
So now I'm gonna
Thank you, brother.
as the brothers, the elders go back to their seats. I'm just gonna introduce The brothers from the who are doing the martial arts tribute to Sensei Kamau Sadiki. And so I'm looking forward to this presentation, and I thank the brothers. And y'all have the floor.
Taking them off, I can stay here. Like, what is
Here you go. Here we go. It's on. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Peace. All right. All right. Okay. Before we get into the next comedic presentation, you guys are a part of it. I don't know if Shep told you guys, but you guys are joining the class. That's what the sign-in was for. Y'all signed your waivers. All right. So when we talk about power to the people, we're going to do it right now. Okay. And for that, make sure we give the pastor of this church another round of applause for opening up the house for us here. Pastor Zalimar. Also, again, this is a fundraiser for Kamau Sadiki's release. So make sure y'all hit that what's that? The QR code. Thank you. The QR code. All right, so we can raise some funds for release, for liberation. Us. All right. So us in Japanese is just meaning acknowledgement. We understand and so forth. And before I get into the other stuff, since we've been sitting down for quite some time, again, you guys are a part of it. I teach We Are the Medicine. So I want you guys to stand up a little bit, please, because you've been sitting down for a little bit. And we're going to just start moving some of this energy around. First, we'll take a deep breath in through our nose, hopefully out through the mouth. Thank the Most High that we're still here. And then we're going to do what is known as acutapping. So before we do that, we on our feet, come up on our toes, and come down to your heels. Come up to your toes, drop to your heels. Up to the toes and to the heels. Let's try that 3-4 times. What that exercise does is that it relaxes the nerves, takes out all of the tension that a lot of us have living in the city with these tight shoulders. And nobody's telling me what to do because, you know, I live in New York, okay? All right? We've seen a lot of that, right? But if you do this exercise, it's a medical Qigong exercise every day. This loosens up your back. This loosens up your shoulders, okay? A lot of us, we're having issues with breathing. A lot of us is doing what is known as dog breathing. They're doing this. You walk up those stairs, okay? We're not supposed to be breathing like that, right? We're divine human beings breathing with the nose, the nostrils, out through the mouth, okay? So that's called deep diaphragmatic breathing. Eventually you'll get there. So start to develop the stomach to move, okay? So right here, we're going to go into some acutapping. Everybody raise your right hand. Okay, put your right hand on to your heart. I pledge the allegiance to health and self. All right, right from here. Let's tap. It's okay if you got any heart problems, any heart trouble. This is good to release the circulation, so you have to breathe movement. On your left hand, before it goes to sleep, tap in your lungs. You can hear that? All right. This is acutapping. Left hand on the right side, activating your lung meridian. Your lung is very important. Whether you smoke, even if you don't say you smoke, you're smoking environment pollutants out here. So this is helpful. So let's go back to the heart. Heart, lung, heart, lung. Good. How many of y'all here know where your liver is at? No, not in the supermarket. I mean, right in on your body. Where's your liver at? Where? Ah, right here? No, sir. No. Even worse, you got to come to my class tomorrow. Uncle Boobit. So your heart, last time I checked, is on the left side of your chest, right? So we tapped that, we activated that. Your lung meridian, according to traditional Chinese medicine, starts on this side. So we tap that. Your liver is right here under your right side, right under your rib cage. So with your hands, just do a light tap. You don't have to beat nobody up like Brother Mutakim over here, hitting people with a liver shot and they go down and all that, right? That liver shot. That's a very, very, very important pressure point. Let's tap the other side. How many of y'all know about your spleen? Some people say, well, what is a spleen? A lot of the doctors, they don't even know what a spleen is. About 20 years ago, that's all they did. And everything was wrong with you. They just take out the spleen. Your spleen is what's in charge of transformation the food. When you have food, it transforms food into what we call in Chinese medicine, gu qi, meaning the qi, the energy that is derived from the food. Okay? So we just learned your heart, your lung, your liver, and spleen. Can we put that together in the acutapping? Yes, we can. My man is ready for that already. You must have seen my videos or something. Oh, you was hanging out with me and Dr. Love in Florida or something? Oh, you got it. All right, here we go. Let's set it off. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. I'm gonna do it like this, so that's right. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. All right. We're gonna speed up now. Heart, Good. Heart, lungs. Now, liver, spleen, liver, spleen, liver. You hear from the school testifying? Good. Now, I'm going to put this whole thing together. Heart, lungs, liver, spleen. Right kidney, this is your right kidney over here. And your left kidney on the side. So now we add them all together. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney. Ah, we're getting strong here. That's the Jing Chi. And we can swing it out and move it out. Are we ready? Yes, sir. All right. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney. Jing Chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney. Jing Chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney. Give yourself a round of applause, please. The entire body by massaging it. Right? Doesn't have to be so blue. When was the last time you got a right? So you can massage yourself. It's called a self-massage, self-healing. Okay? And if you don't want to do the massage and you want to do it a little bit more soothing, you just place the warm hand over the heart or over the different parts of the body. And the warmth, which we call in many different places, they call it, in China, they call it chi. In Japan, they call it ki. In Arabia, we say kudra. In Africa, we say moyo. And down the block, we say anaya, energy. It's all the same thing. So don't let nobody fool you. It's all one. We're the medicine. Us? All right. You may have a seat. Thank you. So I want to introduce my student, one of my great students here, Brother Naeem. Give him a round of applause. He is also now a father. So he's been on the mat with me for quite some time, but he's also a father. So he has father duties to get back to, right? And we're both fasting during Ramadan. So yes, Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims out there. All praises due to the Most High. Thank you all for blessing us to be here. And so we're going to start off with exercises first and foremost. Show some of the exercises that we do in the dojo, starting with the earth element, please. The earth element, anything and everything on the floor, the ground first, before we go up to the standing. Yeah. These are called basic rolls. Some of you only know about rolls in the supermarket, okay? But this is basic rolls, how to roll forward. Also, now he's going to be rolling backwards. As he's rolling backwards and he's slapping out, oh, he's going to the side. This is what is known as a log roll. This is very important. As he's rolling, he's also tightening up his body at the same time, because you could slip, trip, and fall, but a true champion does what? Get back up. So we work with a lot of exercises that deal with conditioning. Us? Break fall. Face this way. So this is an exercise that we do. I know the Grandmaster Shango was talking about judo and aikido and jujitsu. Well, these are some of the alchemy arts that we have to do in order to protect your body, to strengthen it in order to do these arts. So we do this daily. This is called ukemi. Back fall, forward roll, forward, different fall. Good. Us. Give him a round of applause. Look, somewhere. So these are the rolls we like to start with off the ground floor. Brother was talking about ninjutsu. So this is the part of ninjutsu that we incorporate, the rolls. Nice and tight. And quiet. That's the earth element. Now we're on to the air element. Standing up. Same thing that you can do sitting down, you should be able to do standing up. Forward roll, get back up. Forward roll, get back up. From the back, no problem. Get back up. Okay? Also learning how to manipulate your body with these exercises is called a cutaway. So you've seen that the brother was able to go over what's actually happening. The same way that we use a sword, when you cut it with the sword, it's the same way that we use the fly over and protect ourselves. So I wanted to share with y'all some toys.
You give me that.
Some toys that we have. I'm gonna bring
Speak a little louder.
I can't hold the weapon. This is what is known as size. You see this in ninja. What's this?
Katana?
No, these are called size.
These
are called size. They use them in Japan or in Okinawa. However, you also see the scorpion king. These are also used in ancient Kemet, Egypt. If you look onto the hieroglyphs of Medu Neter, you will see people that got big noses and lips using these same weapons, such for the side. Hey! My next favorite friend here You've seen part of these here before. Fort Noon Chaka. It's so nice I have to do twice. Hey! Oh! Oh! Just some basic self-defense. Oh, yo, hey! Same thing here. Nothing about size. I don't have no here, but if I had here, hold on. Here we go. Who's that cane? Where's that shit at? Got all these people in here. You ain't invite me yet? What's going on, boy? Shut I'm gonna blame this all on you. Hey! I play some pool. Oh, y'all. Us, thank you all. Us.
Let's give it up, y'all. I just want to acknowledge that another Panther come in the house who's also a martial artist. But balance yourself. But Morales' mom was in the she's in the Brooklyn chapter, correct? I said. So this is the month of Ramadan. I'm gonna ask Brother Jalil to come back up again to give us a dua before we all retire downstairs and feast on some of this food. And Brother Omar Wiley also has Liberation Farm. Malcolm talked about land. We must have land. That's right. We got some land right here upstate New York, and we need to support on those and all the rest of the Liberation Farms throughout this country. So get involved in all of that. Food security, land sovereignty. We gotta have land. If you don't have land, you don't have food. If you don't have food, you die. Can't allow the enemy to continue to give us our food. So get involved in that. And Black Veg Fest, that's right. They got some great food downstairs. Mama Yudi also has some Caribbean food. So we all gonna retire downstairs, get some nourishment after Brother Jalil comes up and gives us our dua. You got it.
Okay. Hold on just one moment, Brother Jalil. How y'all feeling? Did y'all enjoy that? That was incredible, wasn't it? Incredible. When he came towards us with them nunchucks, I was a little afraid. I don't know about you. I was a little afraid. How many of y'all want to learn how to do that one day? I could see myself in a comic book just then. I was like, X, we here. So, as y'all know, we are here to free them all of our political prisoners, with especially our big brother Kamau Sadiki, whose birthday is this month. And with Revolutionary Love, and on this Love Month, I want you to dig deep, to think about the struggles, to think about the sacrifices, to think about the nights and the longer days, the times where we're not so sure what's going to be coming next. The joy that we get to experience when we look in each other's eyes, when we get to feel each other's embrace, when we get to know that we're not alone in this struggle, in this fight, but we also have our young people to thank. We have our young people to thank for continuing this legacy forward. And so I want to ask you, as you are digging deep into your spiritual self, that you dig deep into your financial pockets. I'm going to pass around this little box here, and I know that you may have made a donation on your way inside, but I want to encourage you, even if it's a few dollars, 5, 10, 20, 100, to go ahead and put in there whatever it is that you can, and we'll just pass this way on back. There's another one towards the back of the room if you'd like to get up and do it that way. This has been an incredible program. Can y'all please give it up for Brother Shep? Give it up for Brother Shep. I learn every day what it means to be a tireless worker for the people from Brother Shep, who's up day in, day out. If you've ever gotten an email from him, you'll know. You are going to learn about it. You're going to get a full detail, the time and the date, and you might get 2 or 3 of them, but it takes a person to do that, straight from AOL. So please give it up for Brother Shep. Hold it out for us. Yes.
While we're going down to eat, we're going to put out the raffle prizes here. So when you come back up, get your tickets, get your raffle. We got some prizes here. And we're also going to have an open mic. Luna, where you at? So Mike's going to be taking over for us. Let's give X and Sister Val a hand. Val, get up there.
Y'all can sign up for the open mic there in the back.
We want to thank both of them. Give them a hand, y'all. All right, so Brother Jalil. Oh, we also want to make sure you're around for the birthday cake. I'm sorry, Sister Rosemary, could you come up for a second, please? Yeah, we announced that she had been busy. We had to switch this program around, but you know, Brother Jamal had to leave for that family emergency. So, but Sister Rosemary, you have a couple of words about Kamau and.
Oh, okay, we're not doing that. Who told you that?
We did it already.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Okay.
sent you a text.
I didn't get it. Okay, well, greetings, brothers and sisters. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry I was delayed, but we had a program at the People's Forum, so that's where I came from. I hurriedly got here by 5:10. Okay, but all I want to say is that this whole issue around supporting our POWs, it's a very real issue. It's also an international issue because these brothers who have been imprisoned for 40, 50 years, they're a part of an international movement where our people have been struggling for their freedom and their liberation against US imperialism.
and the same way in which other nations support their POWs and their political prisoners from Palestine, to our brothers and sisters in Africa, our brothers and sisters in Latin America. We have a POW who's a president that's imprisoned here in the United States, and I'm talking about our brother from Venezuela and his wife. So our movement it has to be a global, international movement, because one of the things that those of us in the Black Panther Party taught us, that our struggle moved from domestic to international. That's why we had an office in Algiers, which connected the international movements, the anti-colonial struggles, to what was happening domestically here in the United States. So this is a very important gathering here. It shouldn't be the last one. It should be multiplied, not just for New York, but all over this country, and to link our movement with the struggles against fascism, which is what we are experiencing at this moment. So on our brother's birthday, we send him our love, we send him our struggle, and we send him and all of the other POWs, Mumia, and all of the other brothers and sisters who are imprisoned in this fascist country. We send them our love, and we always end with our love and our spouse. Martial arts taught us in the movement the importance of taking care of ourselves.
Brother Jalil. That's right. There's real Panthers in the house, y'all.
Assalamu alaikum. There is no dua for breaking of the fast, right? But there is, I call it ikamat, which is the call to prayer. And so that's what I'm going to do. The call to prayer. All right. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Hayya ala salat, hayya ala salat, hayya ala falak, hayya ala falak. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. I mean.
Thank you, Brother Jalil. Where's the raffle at? Okay, so Shep is gonna set up the raffles, and we're just putting out the items for the raffle. So Shep, you want to do it now, or when we come back upstairs?
Be free. One. We need to make an announcement about it. But I need this mic. Hello? Hi. Yep. Nope. No. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello.
Yours, the black one, right? The other one?
But let me try one up here.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, I'll keep an eye out and This should be good.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Family, as you head downstairs, the open mic will be starting in about 20 minutes up here. So feel free to grab your food, grab your raffle tickets. And if you're interested in partaking in the open mic, we'll be up here having that in about 20 minutes.
That's yours? That's yours?
Yeah, that's my phone.
Okay.
Got 3 in the farm, 10 in another program.
How you enjoying yourself? What's your name? Nina. Huh? Nina. Nina, I'm Valerie. Nice to meet you. I love your earrings.
Raffles! Everybody, don't miss your raffles! Get your raffles! That's a raffle. All right, I got 10 because I only got 10. Okay.
The Black Panther, Freedom Panther flag is a raffle. It's a raffle. I'm buying the 2 tickets.
Yeah, it was last week for Kamau's event.
I feel like I've seen you earlier than that.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like around like King of Palestine.